Have you ever believed that dating was just a game with predetermined moves, similar to a board game? Well, it's time to let go of that idea, because dating is much more than that. It's a complex art form that only the truly wise and bold can excel in. Today, we're not just going through the motions. Instead, we're rewriting the playbook with 10 revolutionary strategies that will turn the dating world upside down and drive women absolutely crazy. These aren't just tricks or shallow tactics. Rather, they're deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy that emphasizes self-mastery, confidence, and the subtle art of attraction. Each strategy is meant to enhance your dating prowess, assisting you in attracting and retaining amazing women without exerting yourself, preparing you to enter the arena as a more composed and magnetic man. Let's explore these revolutionary revelations. Remember to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to receive more inspirational information that will completely change the way you view life and love. Let's start at the top. The expert who is selected. It's true that having knowledge makes you highly handsome, yet projecting a sense of superiority may be really unflattering. Find topics that spark your interest, whether it be ancient philosophy, psychology, or even the intricacies of astronomy. Dive deeply into these subjects by reading books, articles, and discussions that expand your knowledge. This is the Stoic twist on attracting women's attention. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, and in this case, that's about cultivating a deep understanding of subjects that genuinely interest you while maintaining a humble and open mind. When you converse with women, your knowledge should naturally flow into the conversation, making you an interesting source rather than someone who merely dominates it. You don't display your expertise to enhance your ego. Express your enthusiasm about what you've discovered without coming across as a lure. Men who can hold engaging talks that feel like a sincere exchange of ideas tend to attract women. Pose her inquiries, get her opinion, and relate the topic to her personal experiences. For instance, if you're discussing a philosophical concept, ask her what she thinks about it, or if it connects to any of her earlier experiences. This will create a dynamic interaction in which you both contribute and will make her feel more important and involved. When she brings up a subject you're not too familiar with, let her know that you're truly curious about it and ask thoughtful questions to demonstrate your full strength. Because of this, you become a modest student, which is a hallmark of Stoicism, because you understand that you can always do better. People want to share what they know, so you can make her feel heard and valued by listening intently. What makes this method so effective is that you're not merely passing along data. Instead, you're providing new insights based on a genuine sense of inquiry. Your capacity to elicit insightful answers and hold meaningful conversations will excite her mind. Women are drawn to guys who are not only intelligent, but also self-aware enough to seek advice from others. This winning mix of intelligence and humility eventually drives women crazy in a positive way. The Stoic savant impresses with his ability to connect meaningfully, to engage with interest, and to leave a lasting impact through serious, intelligent conversations, rather than by impressing with an infinite supply of data. Second, a man's blend of confidence and humility is one of his most potent attributes, particularly when it stems from self-awareness and stoicism. True confidence comes from embodying a consistent, serene presence that speaks louder than words, rather than flaunting oneself or trying to get attention. Here, it's important to use your inner fortitude and restraint. First, let's talk about two Stoic philosophy pillars that naturally attract people, especially women. Your posture speaks volumes about you without having to say anything. When you stand tall, shoulders back and chin up, You project a level of confidence that exudes power. You may command attention without using volume to control a room when you speak to a woman. Instead, maintain continuous eye contact without going overboard. Maintaining eye contact too much can come across as intrusive, so be confident but at ease. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus is a fantastic example of this. He emphasized that we should control what we can control. You can't control how other people see you, but you can manage how you portray yourself. In this context, having confidence means knowing how to maintain self-control over your behaviors, shake hands firmly, and grin sincere. These modest actions greatly contribute to building rapport. Next, pay attention to your voice. Speaking clearly, steadily, and purposefully is how confidence is expressed. Avoid rushing or mumbling when you speak, and take a deep breath before you speak to project a peaceful, composed demeanor that draws attention in addition to reflecting inner peace. One of the greatest power moves in discussion is to embrace quiet. Women find it irresistible when a man can maintain composure under pressure because it demonstrates that he is in charge of the situation. In relationships, silence can be a strategic tool that builds anticipation rather than needing to be filled with words. Your calm and reserved demeanor can make women feel incredibly attracted to you because it shows that you're not afraid of silence or desperately seeking approval. Remember that genuine confidence originates from accepting who you are, one self-contained, patient, confident, and self-assured. Women are drawn to guys who are powerful enough to lead yet secure enough to be vulnerable. It's this combination of self-acceptance and consistent leadership that fosters confidence. Flaws and all, if you make a mistake, laugh it off. Combine an unmistakable magnetic presence, number 3, the spark of curiosity, and disregard the conventional, hello, how are you? Most people use this greeting to begin conversations as if you embody Stoic ideas. Your objective is to converse deeply and thoughtfully as opposed to just saying hi. Use curiosity as your ally to start conversations by asking or saying something unexpected that shows off your fascinating mind. For example, rather than saying something forgettable, you could start with, I bet you'd rather be the kind of person who enjoys getting lost in a new city rather than staying at a fancy hotel. This gives her something thought-provoking to ponder over and instantly distinguishes the conversation from small talk. She understands that the goal of this method, which is based on Stoic thought, is not to stand out from the crowd, but rather to add genuine value to every interaction. Stoicism teaches that every action has a purpose, and this also applies to your conversations. When you use curiosity to lead the conversation, you're bringing her into an environment where casual banter is replaced with thoughtful engagement. Initiating a conversation is a great way to generate curiosity. However, in order to properly master this power move, you need to practice observing the world around you. Stoics regard, observe the small nuances that others might overlook. Ignore. Use the things you notice, like the fact that she's holding a book you've read, or that the atmosphere is lively, to start a meaningful conversation. Beginning, for instance, if she's reading a novel you know well, you may ask, I'm interested in your opinion on that plot, TTST in the 3rd chapter, which not only demonstrates that you're listening to her, but also extends an invitation for a deeper discussion. Chit-chat. Instead of asking her if she enjoys music, ask her about the last performance that really blew her mind. Asking open-ended questions encourages her to reveal more. The idea is to delve deeper than the regular interactions she experiences. Encourage her to share stories to get her into a more interesting conversation so she may express herself stoically. Because you understand the power of words, you establish a memorable conversation by posing thought-provoking questions. Stoicism emphasizes emotional restraint and balance, so don't be afraid to be light-heartedly provocative as well. While you should always act with respect, posing a small challenge keeps things interesting. A lively remark such as, "I bet you can't go a whole day without checking your phone," could start a stimulating discussion without going too far. It all comes down to keeping a lively yet light-hearted tone that generates a playful tension that keeps her interested. Stoicism encourages us to answer wisely rather than impulsively, and this ensures that your discourse remains neutral and never combative. The true strength of Stoicism in this situation is found in your capacity to maintain composure and awareness throughout the exchange. You're creating an engagement with her that piques her interest and makes her want to know more about you than merely striking up a conversation. She will be thinking about the conversation long after it is ended and wondering what more you have planned to incorporate Stoicism into this because of your calm assurance and your thoughtful comments. Dynamic enables you to stay in charge of the conversation while still demonstrating sincere attention. If you've made it this far and found this video valuable, please leave a comment below, letting us know how this content has resonated with you. Leading with curiosity is being present and providing thought-provoking insights that make you the person she can't stop thinking about. The combination of your calm demeanor and intriguing conversation will drive her crazy with curiosity, leaving her wanting more every time she interacts with you. We appreciate your support and use it to inform our efforts to provide even more useful content. Let's keep going. By adding Stoicism into this dynamic, you may stay in charge of the conversation while yet demonstrating sincere interest by being present, taking the lead with curiosity, and providing insightful commentary. If you're reading this all the way through and found the video helpful, please leave a comment below stating that leading with curiosity has resonated with you. Your calm demeanor and engaging conversation will drive her crazy with curiosity and leave her wanting more every time she interacts with you. Thank you for your support. Your input is greatly appreciated and helps us produce even more useful information. Let's go on to number 4. From a Stoic perspective, being an emotional Ishan is one of the most effective ways to drive a woman nuts. The emotional magician in a world where many men seem emotionally unattached, being able to control your emotions and express them freely is a true demonstration of inner strength and confidence. It's what sets you apart from the others and makes you incredibly attractive. Think of most men as emotional deserts. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring them. Instead, it means being fully aware of what you feel and channeling those emotions in a balanced, intentional way. The world can be dull, predictable, and monotonous, but you can be different. Rather than hiding behind a stoic mask of indifference, allow yourself to experience and express the full range of emotions authentically. This doesn't mean you have to share too much or be too sentimental. Rather, it's about finding the right balance between vulnerability and strength. Being aware of your feelings and expressing them in a mature, controlled manner fosters trust and connection rather than just declaring your goodness or badness. Try broadening your emotional vocabulary to see if they make you feel happy, nostalgic, or even anxiety. The more accurate you are with your emotions, the more effectively you can convey them. For example, if you are anxious about a work presentation, own it and share your worries with confidence. However, make sure you do this from a position of self-assurance, where you are able to be vulnerable without losing your cool. It exhibits a depth of emotion that is quite appealing. Let's assume during a date she inquires about how your day went. Rather than responding with the typical, "It went fine," go more. Perhaps you felt nervous about a project, but also relieved when you made progress. Discuss how you handled those emotions. This shows that you have mastered your emotions in addition to being aware of them. Being an emotional magician isn't just about your own feelings. It's about creating a space where she feels safe to express hers. This is where you can truly set yourself apart from the average guy when she shares her thoughts or concerns. This level of emotional intelligence is what attracts women, because it shows you're grounded yet human. Pay attention without passing judgment. Recognize her emotions, even if you don't completely comprehend them. This ability to connect emotionally turns everyday interactions into profoundly meaningful moments. Use empathy to see things from her perspective. Ask questions like, "How did that situation make you feel?" or "What was going through your mind when that happened?" These small gestures show that you care about her inner world and help her feel valued and understood. When you become that emotional anchor, it transforms you from simply another guy she's dating into a partner in navigating life's ups and downs together, which drives women wild since you provide something unique and genuine in a connection. In the end, being an emotional magician is about managing your inner world while creating room for hers. This requires emotional maturity and unflinching confidence. It's a cool-headed power move that makes you stand out, letting her know that she can feel all the feelings in the world with you, fearlessly, and that my friend is something that no woman can resist. In the game of attraction, many people concentrate on what they can get from women: validation, attention, or affection. However, if you want to truly stand out and captivate women, adopt a Stoic mindset and focus on what you can offer. Not in the form of material possessions or grand gestures, but rather in terms of being a positive, uplifting presence in every interaction. This is where real power lies. Number 5. The value spiral. Stoicism emphasizes the value of virtue, self-control, and wisdom, all of which are important for how you show yourself to other people. Begin by developing an optimistic outlook that finds the good in people and circumstances. No matter how tiny, when you enter a room, consider what you can offer rather than what you can take. People, especially women, will notice the difference when you shift your energy in this way. For instance, instead of worrying about how to impress a woman with material possessions, focus on making her feel understood and giving her your whole attention. Practice active listening, which is not just waiting for your turn to speak, but actually paying attention to what she has to say. Compliment her on her appearance as well as her character, thoughts, and ideas. Say something so little but truly admirable when you see it. Showing gratitude may have a significant influence. Be kind, but keep in mind that life is about more than just money. Give of your time, expertise, and connections. If you hear about a job opportunity that might be perfect for a friend, pass it along. If you read an article that reminds you of someone's interests, send it to them. Build a reputation as someone who solves problems and lifts others up. For example, if she's stressed about a project, offer ideas or resources that could help her, or connect her with someone who can. By becoming a source of value, you naturally create a magnetic pull. Women are drawn to men who make them feel better, inspired, and genuinely supported. You're not chasing, you're attracting. This is one of the most powerful Stoic moves you can make, being so centered in your own values and purpose that people, especially women, can't help but be drawn to your presence when you focus on being valuable rather than seeking validation. You stand out in a world where most people are only concerned with themselves. Women will feel this shift, and it will drive them crazy in the best possible way. They'll want to be around you, not because of what you can give them materially, but because of how you make them feel. That's the true power of Stoicism in action. If this resonates with you, please show your support by liking this video and leaving a comment below with the word "Maintain my value." Your participation enables us to share these timeless Stoic ideas with people who may need them right now. Let's go on to number 6, the ambiguity. Maestro as a person of Stoic principles. Keeping your emotions in check while allowing things to flow is a real power move. But here's the thing. Unpredictability doesn't mean being erratic or playing games. Rather, it's about finding a way to be reliable while introducing some spontaneity into your relationship. Thoughtful unpredictability can keep her guessing and excited, keeping her interested in what you'll do next. For example, sending a good morning text every day can be nice, but over time it can lose its spark. Instead, mix things up one day. Give her a quick call instead of texting her and tell her something amusing or inspirational that happened during the day. Better still, surprise her by showing up with her favorite coffee. These minor adjustments to your daily schedule demonstrate to her that you are not limited to the same old routines and serve as a reminder of your creativity. Thoughtful and ever-changing Stoicism shows us that pushing ourselves outside our comfort zones is what leads to personal development. Use this idea in your relationship by organizing meaningful yet unplanned activities, encounters, rather than the typical dinner date. Plan an impromptu picnic in the park without waiting for a special occasion, or invite her to a cooking class where you both learn to make something new together. These actions not only break the monotony, but also demonstrate your willingness to put in the time and effort necessary to make your relationship exciting and full of surprises. When it comes to talks, don't just say how your day went. Instead, say something unexpected. For example, you may offer a phrase that has been on your mind, such as Epictetus's assertion that what matters is how you react to events, not what happens to you. Giving her insight like this not only keeps the discussion lively, but also demonstrates to her that you're a smart and introspective person. You're not just a guy who tosses out the same old answers, and that makes you tremendously attractive. Making spontaneous plans is another way to become unpredictable. For instance, rather than telling her when you're going on a date, just tell her to get ready and take her on a surprise trip. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose. You could just plan a weekend getaway and keep the location a secret until you're halfway there. She gets the impression from these unpredictable occasions that you may produce memorable experiences instead of just reading the same old relationship script. Recall that being unpredictable doesn't necessarily require large gestures. It can also be as easy as changing up your everyday schedule, such as meeting at the same cafe every day. The idea behind these small changes makes a big difference because it shows her that you're paying attention and actively trying to keep things exciting without having to say anything. Here's where Stoic wisdom comes in. While unpredictability is important, it should always be grounded in trustworthiness. You don't want to swing too far into unpredictability and become someone who is unreliable. Suggest a new spot if your evenings are usually spent watching movies. Surprise her with a ticket to a live event. She can count on you, but she never knows what exciting thing you'll do next. Consider the power of unpredictability as a tool to deepen attraction when she's constantly wondering what you'll do or say. When she's engaged, she'll find herself thinking about you, waiting for your next move, and wondering what you're planning next. Because you maintain a foundation of consistency and trust, this unpredictability isn't anxiety-inducing. Rather, it's exhilarating. You're both steady and spontaneous, the kind of man who keeps the relationship alive with inventiveness and considerate surprises. Stepping outside of your comfort zone together and suggesting new activities, such as taking a dance class or trying a new sport, is another effective way to incorporate unpredictability. Even though you're not very skilled at these things, the fact that you're willing to try and possibly even fail is incredibly charming. It shows confidence, openness, and a sense of fun. Additionally, because Stoicism encourages us to concentrate on the things we can control, you're demonstrating that you're in control of your willingness to take chances and try new things. In the end, being unpredictable doesn't mean manipulating others. Rather, it means keeping things exciting and novel while upholding the moral principles of decency, consideration, and respect. If you can successfully combine spontaneity and stability, she will be captivated to your enthusiasm. You've demonstrated that you're not just another predictable man set in his ways. Rather, you're someone who is continually learning and evolving, which makes the relationship fascinating, so she'll always be curious to see what you'll do next. Seventh adventure. Subtle deeds and quiet confidence can sometimes be the key to mastering the art of subtle attraction power. Loudness is not always necessary. Mastering subtle attraction requires self-control. Stoics believe in controlling emotions and not letting outside events influence them. Attracting someone without chasing them, disclosing too much, and leaving her wanting more is a power play that may drive women wild. This also pertains to how you carry yourself while entering a room. You don't have to make an entrance or put on a show to get attention. The quiet confidence in your gait, the quiet self-assurance in your posture, and the attention to your appearance and grooming all work together to entice others. It's about projecting a calm, self-assured image of yourself, which appeals to women. Make eye contact, for example, by catching her gaze and maintaining it for a little while longer than you would normally. This builds a strong, unspoken connection, but don't overdo it. Stoics understand the need of moderation. A quick yet deliberate glance conveys more information than a long stare. This motion is powerful because of its simplicity and restraint. It conveys attention while retaining some mystery. Controlling your body language is also important. For instance, when you exchange a knowing smile, you're implying that you know something about each other that you haven't spoken out loud. This smile can be used as a covert seduction tactic. It expresses knowledge that you are unaware of without uttering a single word in Stoicism. Much of our power comes from exercising restraint. It's what you withhold rather than what you provide that piques people's interest and makes them want more. Touch, too, adheres to this idea. Gentle touches on the arm or shoulder that are given in a courteous and casual manner produce a lasting impression. The goal is to pique someone's interest rather than to push forward. A Stoic person knows when to take action and when to remain silent. They are constantly mindful of others' comfort levels and boundaries, which fosters trust and intrigue. Even in little talk, the how you use your voice may make a big difference. When you speak about something significant or intimate, drop your voice to pique her interest. Fostering an intimate environment. Last but not least, never underestimate the power of silence. Often, men feel the need to fill every void with conversation, but a Stoic embraces silence. The moments of quiet between you that are thick with unsaid words can be the most electrifying. These pauses allow tension to build and make the eventual conversation or connection that much more meaningful to embody subtle attraction. The Stoic philosophy teaches us to be intentional in everything we do, and this includes how we speak. When you speak calmly, without hurrying or forcing the moment, you maintain control of the situation. Keep in mind the Stoic adage that less is often more. Let your presence and actions speak for you instead of revealing everything at once. Women will be more interested in what you withhold than in what you say. Learning this technique is a powerful move that, like Stoicism, where the greatest strength is in self-control, will keep her thinking about you long after you've left the room. The eighth lifestyle beacon in Stoicism is that inner strength and self-mastery are the keys to a fulfilled life. This same principle can be applied to dating and relationships. Subtle attraction is about controlling your presence and keeping yourself in check. by satisfying her curiosity without ever having to chase her down. Consider your dating life as an added bonus to an already amazing cake, not the basis. Your main priority should be creating a life that is so meaningful and fulfilling that dating becomes a byproduct rather than the main objective. This kind of thinking maintains you self-assured, grounded and independent, all of which will increase your attractiveness to others. Find out what truly fascinates you and ignites your passion first. The Stoics hold that pursuing your passions and areas of fulfillment are essential for personal growth. These pursuits will become the cornerstone of an alluring lifestyle that will make you alluring to others. When you're passionate about something, you're not looking for approval from others. Instead, you're motivated by internal fulfillment. If you enjoy exercise, push yourself further to train for a marathon, try new fitness regimens or compete. If you love music, don't simply listen. Learn to play an instrument, see live concerts, or even start a band. Follow your passions as a route to personal development because Stoic wisdom encourages us to view obstacles as chances for learning and development. Make sure you're surrounded by inspirational individuals with diverse backgrounds and viewpoints. Setting ambitious goals is a powerful move that will grab anyone's attention, whether you want to start a business, write a book, or learn a new language. The commitment and drive behind your goals will show that you are confident and selective about who you let into your life. Tell a great deal about your personality. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on the things that we can control, and when we are goal-focused, we emit a drive and determination that others find captivating. People that are fearless in pushing their boundaries and have a clear sense of direction tend to attract women, or anyone for that matter. Imagine you make the decision to go to new areas or indulge in exciting pastimes like rock climbing or tasting unusual cuisine. These experiences show that you're not content to remain in your comfort zone and provide you with incredible stories to share. Living an adventurous life demonstrates that you are prepared to push yourself to the limit, and Stoicism honors the fortitude to embrace discomfort. Logically, this people become curious and intrigued when you reveal details of your life, especially on social media. Maintain its authenticity. Don't fabricate an image to astonish people with your stoicism. Sincerity and allowing your genuine interests to shine are signs of virtue. You are not looking for validation. Rather, you are living for yourself. Living fully and authentically not only embodies Stoic wisdom, but it also makes you naturally attractive because you're not seeking approval from others, but rather inviting them into your vibrant, fulfilled world. When you meet someone new, you're not trying to impress them, but rather determining if they're a good fit for the extraordinary life you've built. Turn heads with your self-assured independence and alluring way of living. When you incorporate Stoic wisdom into your dating life, you're not only differentiating yourself, but also enhancing every interaction with meaningful depth and confidence. Remember that true attraction is not about manipulation or pretense. Rather, it's about presenting your authentic self in a way that naturally draws others to you. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that the dating journey isn't just a series of steps, but a deep philosophical exploration of self-mastery and genuine connection. Thank you for joining us as we delved into these transformative strategies. If you think these insights are worthwhile, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content that will improve your outlook on life and love. You can also share this video with someone who could use these lessons, ask questions, or just say keep it up to support the creation of more content of this kind. Also, don't forget to watch the hand-picked recommended videos that are shown on your screen to help you on your journey toward personal and romantic endeavors, growth and mastery. Go further, keep learning, and let's grow as a team. Keep in mind that the road to becoming a brilliant and wise person is a never-ending one. As always, I want to thank you for being a member of our community and wish you continued success.